Okay guys, we are back for the final unboxing video of my Steel City Con CGC submissions. I got some cool books in here. I haven't opened the box yet. Been waiting to do it live on the video. Let's see, tape there. Some cool first appearances in here. Nothing super crazy, just stuff that I enjoy. But see right away, tons and tons of bubble wrap. CGC does a great job of packaging their books. I've never ever had a problem. Never had a destroyed box, never had a cracked slab, anything. So I've never had a problem with the way. I wish eBay dealers would do the same, but what are you gonna do? Got 7 books in this invoice. Got the big bubble wrap, not the small little bubbles. My dog barking again. Let's see. Rubber banding them together is kind of new. I've never seen that before. So, I believe I picked all these up from the same dealer. No, except for one book. So, we'll start out the first book. Marvel Tales. You'll see why in a minute. Peter Porker, The Spectacular Spider-Ham #1. I've always enjoyed the goofball Marvel characters. Howard the Duck is one of my favorite characters. Always enjoyed Peter Porker. A little goose rider right there. This, oh, I can see why now. How did I miss that? Wow. Thought this book would have got a little higher grade, but I'm seeing some crunching at the top here. You can kind of see it actually right there. Nice cover on it though. It had a nice bright cover, like the inks on it. And this is just for me, for my collection. Nothing too crazy. This is one book I've been wanting to get for a while. For 2 reasons. I'll tell you why in a minute. Destroyer Duck #1 by Jack the King Kirby. Steve Gerber did the writing on it. This is the first appearance of Destroyer Duck, and more importantly to me, this is the first appearance of Gru the Wanderer. I don't know how many people are real familiar with Gru these days, but he was a real big kind of Conan knockoff, but more in a comedy vein, done by Sergio Arganos. I hope I said his name right. I don't think I did. He used to do a lot of Mad Magazine stuff back when I was a kid, so this is pretty cool. Definitely, if you have time, Google why this book was made. It's got a real interesting backstory. It's actually kind of pretty dirty, but not dirty as in dirty, but it's a lot of shenanigans went on to that produced this book. So definitely check it out. Jack Kirby, Steve Gerber. Okay, next up. I always buy these when I see them. Always, 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 always. Like I just said, I'm a big Howard the Duck fan. So, yeah. These are, I wouldn't say they're hard to find, but they're not common by any means. So, we have Howard the Duck #4, 30-cent price variant. You can see up there. The, I believe they either were changing from 25 to 30 or 30 to 35. I can't quite recall at the moment. But whenever I see these, I buy them. I've got a bunch of them. 3 and 4, and I believe 7 and 8 or 6 and 7 are the price variants. There's some disputed price variants out there. But again, huge Howard the Duck fan. Nice looking book, nice price. Definitely had to pick it up. Next, Another obscure character first appearance. Actually took me a little bit to find a nicer copy of this book at a cheaper price, but like I said, grades, you know, it's a Nova number 8, 9.0. First appearance of Cosmo and Nowhere. They were featured in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, the first one. Nowhere was the big celestial head that they flew into. And Cosmo was the dog in the astronaut outfit at the end of the movie that was licking the Collector in the face. So this was, like, I'm a sucker for obscure, goofy Marvel characters. So, and DC too occasionally. So, next up, semi hot book. The actual number 1 of this book is going for about $1,000 now. It's probably higher than that, but I always wanted this book, and this is the Larry's limited edition. I believe there are only 1,000 of these made. Invincible number 1. The back cover. There's going to be a movie made of this. This is one of those books that just had a low print run back in the day when it came out, 2003. You know, nobody knew. Same with Walking Dead. Nobody knew that book was going to just take off like it did. And it's a fun book, fun superhero. Robert Kirkman. So, this is one book I had to buy at the con. A, because of the price, and B, because I have the classic horror story that every kid has. And I even gave my mom permission to do this too. Sell my comic books. Sold my comic books when I was a kid. Went away to college. So, and this was one of the books. Actually, the guy that bought them ended up cherry picking the collection pretty good. So, left me with the Drek, as they call it these days. And but this is one I've been wanting to get back for a few years. Not the highest graded, but this is probably about what my copy looked like when I was a kid. I had read it 1,000 times. So, Amazing Spider-Man 300, first full appearance of Venom. Like I said, not the highest grade, but still, this is always a blue chip book. You can any grade, this is a good pickup. So, and like I said, I wanted to get it replaced from my childhood there when I lost it. So, I read that comic so many times. And finally, this was really cool find. You don't see this book too often in the wild. High grades. I actually expected this to be a 9.4 or a 9.2. So, loved this show when I was a kid. Loved it. And my dog again, loved it. It was like the first manga Japanese animation show that I'd ever seen, and I still love it to this day. Have every episode on DVD. That's how old I am, DVD. But Macross number 1. This was called Robotech in America for the old timers that remember it when they were kids. It's a book I've been wanting for a long time. Not super scarce, but like I said, in higher grade, kind of hard to find. So, well, that's that for the Steel City Con CGC hauls, unboxing videos. Hope you enjoyed them. Had lots of cool stuff in there, lots of stuff I enjoy. Hope you enjoyed it too. I'm going to start digging into my original art. Like I said in the last video, cool book pickups and stuff. I'll be going to the Nickel City Con in Buffalo, New York this weekend. CGC is doing on-site grading there. I've never done that before, so we're going to try that out, see how it works. Have some cool books, hopefully, to show you from that. Not really going to buy. Just if there's a con in the area, I always go just to support it, to make sure we get it the next year. You know, no matter if it's, you know, in the Marriott or if it's a big time one like this. So, you know, always go out and support your local cons so they keep on happening. Other than that, that's the CGC books. So, hope you enjoyed. As always, I'm your friendly neighborhood Hellmouth. Enjoy your day, folks.